Hi friends, we arrive at a great season of Advent. The word Advent means coming of Jesus. Advent is a unique sacred time set aside for us to journey in faith in order to prepare to celebrate the birth of Christ. Key themes of Advent season are watchful waiting and preparation. In the Gospel, Jesus talks about the time in Noah's day, the time before the flood when people were eating and drinking. They saw the sign of Noah building the ark, but people just ignored the sign until it was too late. They were living ordinary lives, and yet they missed, not because they were evil, but because they were distracted. So we have to be ready always for the day of the Lord. Advent reminds us that God is still coming, not only at the end of time and not only in the manger at Bethlehem, but here and now, in the quiet moments of our daily lives. In a kind word, in a loving act, a prayer whispered in hope, the question is, are we awake enough to notice Him? Jesus tells another parable about watchfulness. We must be like servants waiting for the master's return. If we are doing our jobs, our reward will be great. But if we relax, neglect our duties, and begin to act like the greedy rich man, eating, drinking, and making merry, we will not have a place in the kingdom. God has entrusted every person with a specific mission to accomplish. Often, we are not aware of it and take life for granted. Some of us choose to go with the crowd and casually think that we have several years to live. We do not realize the shortness of life and urgency needed to accomplish the mission of building God's kingdom of love here and now. Rick Warren, author of the book The Purpose-Driven Life, describes few characteristics of servants who are alert. Servants make themselves available to serve. Real servant does what is needed, even when it is inconvenient. They are silent workers, faithful to their mission, and real servants never serve for the approval or applause of others. They don't quit when they get discouraged. They're trustworthy and dependable. God expects us to do what we can with what we have wherever we are. We do not act to impress, but to serve one another in humility. It is good to remember that what we do here on earth echoes in eternity. It's a call to live a life of integrity. Yes, the Lord may come at an unexpected hour, but for those who live with faith and readiness, His coming is not a threat, but a joy. So stay awake, not in fear, but in hope. The Lord is near, and His coming brings light to those who are ready to receive Him. Thank you for listening to God's Word. This is Father Jimmy Mathew, Mission Director, FRC Philippines. Remember, the family that prays together stays together. Bye for now, and God bless.